What's going on, guys? My name's Simon. Welcome back to another episode of Will It Rally. In this episode, we'll be taking this Caterham something or other around a rally stage. I will put all the details of the engine stuff and things on the screen now for you to look at, because it is too many numbers for me to remember. Anyways, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Okay, so we will get going in 3, 2, 1, and go. Second gear. This car is a bit of a handful when it wants to be. Oh, yeah, you can see there with the big snap of oversteer. Whee! It's, I believe, rear-wheel drive, and it only weighs about 580 kilos. So it is basically loads of power to very little weight, which makes it nearly uncontrollable on a rally stage such as this. Oh, that's very high speeds we've taken that corner at, and a sick drift at the end of it as well, just to ice the cake. That's not a saying, but well, I said it anyways. We flick it around this corner. Oh no, we've misjudged it. We've turned in too early, and now we're in the logs. That's a horrible accident. Oh, and now we're stuck. Oh heck! Come on now, reverse. First gear. Let's get it going again. That was totally my fault. I really shouldn't have done that. I tried to flick it in and hope that the understeer would carry us wide. Of course, very little understeer in this thing. It's mostly oversteer, in fact nearly all oversteer. We've got a little bit of heat into the rears now, which is miraculous for Will It Rally videos. Let's flick it in, and well, that's sort of worked a bit more successfully than, well, any other attempt at flicking. Oh, that was quite successful as well. I've just said it 3 times, don't know why I couldn't say it a 4th time. Brake at the fire truck. 3rd gear, now 2nd gear. Turn it in. 360 degrees of lock. Absolutely no problem for this car, it's like driving a truck. Whatever you do, don't have power when you're going over these bumps here, because you will just fly to the moon and back. No, that's not like Frank Sinatra's song, Fly Me to the Moon. But, well, you'll wish it was when you feel how unpleasant it is to go full throttle over a jump. Oh dear. 3rd gear now. Coming up to this incredibly hard to judge double left-hander sort of complex. You always think it's less tight than it is, but you really just have to go full lock nearly. Well, that was nowhere near full lock for this car, but it was quite a bit of lock considering. Please say lock more, Simon. You're not saying it enough. Oh, dearie me. I oversteered and absolutely clattered that Assetto Corsa barrier. I'm not sure why these things are so indestructible, but it is what it is, and we'll just have to deal with it. Up into 3rd gear now, coming into this 90-degree right-hander. We're just going to skip across it because there's no hope in hell of us making that corner. We barely made it even by cheating. Now we turn in, go through that tape, and we're well on the way to, well, maybe halfway. I was going to say finish, but we're nowhere near finish. There's a crest. Don't put power in going over that, otherwise you will really regret it. I have to say, this car is quite nimble and agile and very easy to control. Well, easy to steer at least. It responds to your movements very, very well, whereas other cars just understeer or oversteer or just do nothing at all. This actually wants to play with you rather than just spit you out on the far side of hell. Now coming along the fan fiction straight, coming under the Red Bull inflatable here before this quick right-hander coming up over the crest, power off. Oh dear, nearly went into not the verge of the ditch. down to second gear now. Oh, that's a bit of oversteer there for the Caterham, up into third gear before immediately getting on the brakes and back down to second. That was fourth, and now first. Locked the rears there, I believe, but it's no problem. We'll continue on. Anyways, this section is impossible in any car, so you can't really slate the Caterham too much for not being very good around here. I think where the Caterham gains a lot of time is the agile ability that it has, the agility, I should say. Oh dear, I've coughed and looked away from the screen for half a second, and now I'm spinning out. But it's very agile, this car, and I think that's where it gains a lot of time. The front suspension just had a bit of a wobbly there. Oh dear. It gains a lot of time because it is so agile and nimble, and the slide is, well, nearly inevitable, but you can control it. Now into second gear now into first. The slide, because this car is so light and it has so much horsepower, the slide is inevitable, but it is a slide that you can control. And you get off the power and it becomes a very sort of helpful slide, if you will. Now as we come up to the chicane that I always forget about, brake at, oh, that hasn't helped at all. Oh dearie me. Oh, that's the first time I've actually managed to lodge myself into that barrier. And, well, the brakes don't seem to be the best on this thing. I've got something in my throat, but I don't particularly want to start coughing just for, well, entertainment purposes. It would probably be quite unpleasant to listen to. Sorry guys, I can't resist clearing my throat when something like that happens. But this car has very controllable slides, like that. That was a controllable slide. Down into second gear now for this complex. Flick it in, get on the power. If you have it in second gear, the power comes in at quite a good time, where you're straightened up and everything. You're not turned, so you don't spin out. And down to second gear for this crest here. There we go. Oh, a bit of oversteer there and there. Third gear coming up to the end of the stage now. It's going to be a 7 minutes something or other. I was looking at the time and not the screen. I'm not sure where that's going to put us now. We've skipped across the whole thing, and it's a 7:08, and that is going to put us directly behind the Alfa Romeo 4C into 5th place, I believe. I'm not sure. I don't have the timings here with me, but that's going to put us. What did the Alfa Romeo 4C do? It's 707.939. So that is it's about 4/10 away from the Alfa, which is very good. I do enjoy driving this car around this rally stage. I did do it once before in an unseen video, and it went, well, it was more of a practice run, and it went horrendously badly. But I think this car is quite suited to a rally stage because it's light, it's powerful, and it's very agile and very nimble. But anyways, enough of that rambling. There's the beauty itself. That's interesting how it has no board things there. That could be a safety issue. We'll get the FIA to look at that one. Anyways, I do hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, please do leave a like and feel free to subscribe. Also, thank you very much for 70 subscribers. I hit it recently, and well, let's just say I didn't realise how close I was to it until I actually hit it. But thank you all for that. If you did enjoy the video, then please do feel free to subscribe. But apart from that, my name's been Simon, and I'll see you in the next video.